Hi, this is a video update on the Subaru XT 2.5 litre MY06, MY05 range of models to give you some information on what you can expect as far as factory standard performance on the dyno, and then some of the tips and traps to look for to make sure the car's going as good as it possibly should at factory standard, so you've got a benchmark to compare to before you start mechanically upgrading this car. And on our previous video we spoke about boost control problems and wastegate solenoids and wastegate actuators, and you can have a look at that video separately. But what I'm going to show you and talk to you about on this one is how this car came in with a problem with the boost control actuator. We've fixed it, we've got it running pretty close to factory standard mods given its age, and then we've done a MRT tune upgrade using the factory ECU tune, mechanically standard. So just here, I'll get my cameraman just to come in, I'll show you some still photos, but this dyno graph here is how the car came in. This is blue and is the torque, and then we fixed the boost control solenoid, so it went from 240 Newton meters up to 260. So this one here is fairly factory standard, probably a little bit on the low side. But then after that, you'll see down here, that graph there is the one at the top here. We then increased the performance with the MRT tune. We went from another 260 up to 300 Newton meters. So effectively this car now has 300 Newton meters at the wheels, as opposed to when it drove in with 240. So that's a fairly substantial increase. 60 to 70 Newton meters at the wheels is nothing to be sneezed at, and this car will come on boost very early and has a really healthy increase in power mid-range as well. Now, one of the things you need to be aware of is these cars have a very small turbo, and the turbo on this model is down here beside the top-mounted intercooler in this area here, and you can see we've still got to put some of this back together. This is the boost control solenoid that we fixed, which again you can see on our previous video. But mechanically standard, some of these models also have right down, sorry, get my camera in here, down on the up intake to the turbo, that's the up pipe, which is right down in there, is a catalytic converter in the factory up pipe. Now that factory up pipe has a tiny little catalytic converter to pass emissions, but that also is very, very restrictive on the opportunities to increase the performance of the car. So on this particular model, the car probably has a partly damaged up pipe or restricted up pipe or a catalytic converter, because it's probably not running the factory standard performance as we would expect, but mechanically the car is running okay, and the client is happy with that. So from a performance tuning point of view, using just the factory ECU and the electronic boost control, you can get a fairly good increase, and that is called our XA power kit. When these cars were originally delivered factory standard, we used to give a new car factory warranty guarantee with Subaru, so that gives you an idea of how much due diligence and comfort we have in the reliability of the kit. As these cars now approaching 150, 200, 250,000 kilometres here in Australia, these engines with the 2.5 litre engine are starting to obviously lose some of their power, so you maybe wanted to find a way to improve their performance. They're a fantastic car to upgrade. The later models after this, 2013 onwards, had the new FA turbo engine with the turbo underneath and the direct injection technology and the CVT, and a lot of people are looking for manual versions of the new model, but you can't buy them. So these models here, which are very similar right up to 2012, are actually quite a popular car to keep and improve upon. So there you have it. If you want to look for a cheap and cheerful way of improving the performance of your Subaru XT, and have a look at our other video on some of the tips and traps to look for, because this client, when he dropped it off, thought the car was going okay, but he's going to be in for a really big surprise on just how much better it'll go when he collects it tomorrow. So you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram. I'll put some links at the bottom of this video channel so you can go to our Facebook page and have a look at some still photos of the car and the dyno, and we'll scan some of these dynos into there as well so you can have a close look at them separate to this video. But wherever you are in the world, hopefully this has helped you. For more information you can follow us, but for today I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.